Welcome to Jay's Trading Journal. So I want to show you this losing trade today, which is AUDCHF. So this was, in my opinion, a good trade, and I've journaled it as a probability loss. So I'm just going to talk you through why I took the trade and why I think it's probability loss. Okay, so we're starting with the monthly here, which is where I like to look at for the context of what's going on. We can see here that I marked this very strong monthly level. Okay, you can see how strong it is. I'm saying it's strong because you can see when price closed here, came up, wick did come up here, but then dropped heavily down here, creating this new swing. So strong level. Price had rejected it here, and rejected it here, and made new lows along the way. Okay. So the monthly was there, then the weekly. This is the only thing I would say potentially wasn't great was this weekly candle, which is what I was trading off here. It is technically bullish, but if you look at it, it's got a bigger wick to the upside than the downside, so it was more of a rejection candle off the same level. So you see this monthly level I'm looking at here. It's also a great weekly level. You can see all the rejections along the way, where it's been support and resistance, and these two candles here, where we can see prices rejected, and then we reject again. Not only do we reject again, we then have, if we look at a daily time frame, we can see that when price rejected, it took out these swings and came down here. So it broke the structure, basically. It's structural damage we're seeing here on the daily time frame, which is big. Yeah, that's a strong signal. And then price was retracing again back into this level. And then on my entry time frame, breaking it down even more, you can see that when price rejected, creating a double top here as well, it then created more structural damage on the entry time frame coming down here. And then this is where I was looking to take the trade from. When price came back, I was expecting a pullback into here to then come back down, and I even expected it to maybe pull back into this level and just do another rejection. But price is pushed all the way through, and it's created a full loss. And you can see now on the daily, it's even taken out the daily high here, so it's taken out this whole swing, and it's also broke the weekly highs, and it's taken out this swing. So it's one of those things. This is why I say it's a probability loss. This, for all intents and purposes, looked like a great trade, and sometimes that's what happens. You never know what the market's going to do. It is about probabilities at the end of the day. This trade looked good. Everything about it was pointing down, so that's where the probability lay, and that's why my bias was to short this pair, and it's turned out to be a loss. Okay, and that's fine. Sometimes you can also take something from this. I had this structural damage at the resistance area. What I now have is structural damage again, but to the upside, but it's still at this strong resistance. So this monthly level that's so strong and this weekly level is almost identical. We're seeing structural damage. If I just pull that in there, just to see where that is on the entry time frame. So that's just, yeah, that was basically my entry, which was ideal on this strong level. But you've seen price now come straight up. It's taken out this swing to the left. It's taken out the daily swing. It's taken out the weekly highs. This now looks like a potentially good trade to go long. Not saying I'll do that yet. We'll have another look at it, but it's a possibility. And sometimes you can just turn these around. But the trade looked great. It is a loss. It's probability loss in my opinion. And then we'll see what the market wants to do from here. Thanks for watching.